Kevin and Lucy walk along the concourse holding hands. They're looking somewhere off screen, the implication being they're watching her kids play.
Thanks for letting me know about this.
Oh, no problem. It came up in my feed on Facebook, and I thought, hey, free event for kids. Tell Lucy. Hey, do you hear that song?
Yeah, it sounds pretty. Who is it?
I can't place it exactly, but oddly enough, it sounds like the Jayhawks.
Well, I've never heard of them.
Not a lot of people around here have. In fact, if you ever met anyone before me who said they knew the band, it's probably because they know me and I told them.
All right, Mr. Cultured Man, stop bragging.
No, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, if you talk to anyone in the crowd right now and you said Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber, they'd be like, oh yeah, Swiftie, the Biebs. But you mention the Jayhawks or the Chainsaw Kittens and they stare at you blankly.
Well, with names like that, is it any wonder why? All right, don't get mad. I was only teasing. Please, tell me all about the Jayhawk Kittens.
Okay, well, you're a real twerp sometimes, you know it? Anyway, Jayhawks were one of the first bands to be called alt country, ALT, aka alternative country. You know, like we used to have alternative rock back in the day, which used to mean the kind of music you would never hear on mainstream radio or on MTV in the middle of the day. Of course, then, you know, when Nirvana and all those bands hit it big, what was alternative, what was once called alternative, suddenly was on mainstream radio and on MTV in the middle of the day, and that's a whole other conversation. The Jayhawks were founded by a guy named Mark Olson, and he played guitar and sang. And he found a bassist and a drummer, and then they got joined by another guitarist named Gary Loris. He joined to play lead guitar, but they found out he could sing too, and he had a higher register than Mark, who was down here, and so their harmonies became like the defining characteristic feature, signature of their sound, whatever you want to call it. But then Mark quit in '95 because, part of it was because he wanted to take care of his wife. She was another musician, and they have a real hard time getting anything that even resembles good health insurance because of their unstable income. And she had MS, so she really needed the help. Jesus, I said all that, and I can't remember her name. I can remember all those details. I can't remember her name. But anyway, I think another reason he left was because he got sick of, anytime he wrote a song, he had to run it by the other members of the band. And he wanted to just do his own thing. Got sick of having to compromise his art, so.
Yeah, I imagine a band can be like a relationship. You need to be able to compromise, and if you can't, it ends up feeling like a trap. Like it did for Mark. How do you feel about that, Kevin? Commitment, I mean.
What are you getting at, Lucy?
Do you really need me to draw you a map?
Yes, I do. Because you see, I've been known for misinterpreting people. Sometimes in grandiose fashion. And I have a feeling it's very important for me to not misinterpret what you're about to say. So please, I'll go get you pencil and paper. If you need it, please, draw me a map.
Okay, well, it's simple, really. We've been dating for a while now, but yesterday I realized that we've never made an actual commitment. I don't know about you, but I haven't gone on any dates with anyone else, and I haven't signed into any dating apps either. And I'd like to keep it that way. Basically, what I'm saying is I'd like us to be exclusive.
You see. And you're wondering if I feel the same.
No, you big goon, I just wanted to tell you how I felt, but you can keep your big trap shut and leave me hanging.
Oh, okay then.
With a big goofy smile, Kevin begins to walk away. Lucy grabs him by the elbow and spins him around.
Yes, you jackass, I want to know how you feel.
Why didn't you say so? First, let me reassure you by saying that I haven't been on any dates with anyone else, and I haven't signed into any dating apps either. That's because my mind's been too preoccupied with other things, like if I hear a joke that makes me laugh like really hard, I wonder if Lucy would find that funny too. And if I hear a song, whether it's new to me or something about it just sticks out to me for that some reason on that particular listen, I say, hey, you know what? I'd like to let Lucy hear that too and see what she thinks of it. When I'm watching the sunset, I wish we were watching it together. So, if none of that was clear enough, I'll put it this way. Lucy Grossman, if you want to be exclusive with me, I'd say that makes me... how do I put this? The luckiest guy in the world.
He lifts her hands to his mouth and kisses them. Suddenly, one of her hands shoots around to the back of his head and yanks him forward into a kiss. This is more than a peck, but it's not the frenzied precursor to intercourse kind. This is on a whole other level, one we have never seen before and may never see again. The kind where their mouths fuse together as if they were one. The kind that makes a person wish they could be fed intravenously so their lips never had to part. In other words, forget that wimpy gesture from Princess Bride. This is the perfect kiss. Eventually their mouths part, but they remain close. Their foreheads touching. They look as if they both woke up from the most amazing dream. One that would have been incredible if they had experienced it alone, but it's even more powerful because it was shared.
Think we'll make harmonies as beautiful as the Jayhawks?
Beautifuler.